So this is my latest eyebrow tutorial, and this is just a view on how I use the technique that you're going to see in this video and apply it to different clients of mine as well as myself, and see how this same technique applies to different people's eyebrow shapes, the colors, and how it still has the appearance of super neat, super sharp diva eyebrows, but it still has a natural feel because you see more of the hairs, you see more separation, and you see more gradation of color. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I use my technique to apply it to my brows, keep watching. The simplest way to help shape out those perfect brows is just to add a little brow powder or brow pencil. But I'm going to also use the concealer trick in this tutorial. I'm going to tone it down a bit, so it's going to be a little bit different from my other brow tutorials. I'm going to also use a little bit of brow gel just in case we have ladies out there with a little unruly brows out there. So first of all, you do want to start off with nicely groomed brows. Then I'm just going to take the pencil and use very light short strokes and start to etch out the shape of my anchor. And what I consider an anchor is just that baseline to the bottom part of my brow shape. And next I'm going to use those same short strokes and kind of start a little bit past the half of my brow and connect it. Next, I'm still using those short strokes and filling in any kind of empty space. We don't need it completely blanked in, but we're just using short strokes to kind of manipulate the hairs in the front of the brow as well as all throughout the brow. Next, using the concealer trick, but a little bit more, I guess, conservative step, is I'm using very, very light products and I'm blending it out dramatically. Another way that you can kind of use a concealer trick but be a little bit more conservative is you can pick a concealer that's a little bit closer to your skin tone and something that is not as light as the one that I'm using in this tutorial today. As you can see, I started the concealer a little bit past where my eyebrows start, and then at the top of my eyebrows I'm starting even further back, so it's not completely highlighting the entire brow. I'm just going quite far back and I'm blending it out quite severely. So if you guys look at this particular eyebrow tutorial and then go back and look at my past eyebrow tutorial, you can see that I'm taking kind of more conservative steps as far as the same technique to get, I guess, a more natural but yet perfect shape to the brow. So here's a look at my brow before, or an unfinished brow and a finished brow. Again, the modifications that you can make to your brows is just use shorter strokes, use less product, and you can opt out the concealer trick altogether. But I definitely love the way the concealer trick just further perfects that brow shape for me. So that's just a preference for me, and I hope you guys definitely learned something from this tutorial. So again, here's a closer look. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you Divas for subscribing to your girl. See you next time.